Welcome all my joyful creators and Longmire fans. This is Funday Monday, part 30 of the Longmire Blanket. Today, we will complete the body of our blanket. Oh my goodness, what a milestone. Today, we are going to add 7 additional colors. And as you saw in the introduction, those colors were brought to us by Grandma Anna, and the colors she chose was color number 1, which is beige buff on my chart, and color number 9, which is black on my chart. The next colors were brought to us by Roseanne Alexander, and she chose color number 7, which is real teal, and color number 8, which is bright yellow. Then the 5th color was brought to us by Anvita, and she chose color number 11, which is white. And then the 6th color was brought to us by Bree, and she chose color number 12, which is purple. And then the 7th and final color of our blanket was brought to us by Jen Reeves, and she chose color number 4, which is carrot. And so those are the 7 colors that we are going to be adding to the blanket today. And if I am correct, let me just do my math really quickly here. I believe we are adding a total of 13 rows to the blanket. So let me just double check here. And that is correct. So we are adding the final 13 rows to our blanket, and we are completing the body. So the next couple weeks that we are together for Funday Monday on the Longmire Blanket, we will be adding the border. So we will be completed with our blanket very, very soon. What an exciting and amazing journey this has been. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started for today. So the first color that we're going to bring in was chosen by Grandma Anna, and it was this beige buff that was the number 1. So whatever your number 1 color is the color that you'll be adding. And so we are going to do 3 rows. Excuse me, I'm going to correct myself. We're going to be doing 2 rows of half double crochet using this beige. So to get started, after you have joined your color, you will need to chain 2. I apologize. Chain 3. I'm going to get it, you guys. I'm just so excited. This chain 3 is going to count as a half double crochet into this first stitch, and it's going to count as our turning chain. So then we're going to go into the very next stitch beside it, and we're going to work a half double crochet. And then, of course, we're going to work half double crochets all the way down this row. And just so that you can make sure that you are right up with me as you should be, this row that we are working is row 188, and the next row will be 189. So if you will, go ahead and work your half double crochets all the way across these 2 rows. Don't forget to chain 3 when you turn your blanket. And that first chain 3 will count as the first half double crochet at the top of row 189 and the turning chain. And then you'll begin working your half double crochets in the very next stitch and all the way down. Again, you want to make sure that you're maintaining 156 stitches across the width of your blanket. And I will meet back up with you when we get to the end of row 89 after completing 2 rows of half double crochets in this number 1 color. I'll see you there. We have completed rows 188 and 189 with the color number 1 that Grandma Anna chose, which on my chart was the buff. and we did half double crochets for both of those rows. I have gone ahead and attached my next color, which again is color number 9, and on my chart that is black. And again, this color was chosen by Grandma Anna as well. And so I've gone ahead and chain 2, and this chain 2 counts as our first single crochet and our turning chain. And so we're going to go right into the very next stitch, and we're going to work a single crochet. Let me get into that actual stitch. There we go. I went into the space instead of the actual stitch. And then in the next stitch, we're going to work a single crochet, and then we are going to work a single crochet across the entire row. After doing those half double crochets, I started to do a half double crochet. But we are only doing single crochets. So I want you to go ahead and continue down row 190, working single crochets. When you get to the end of the row, I want you to go ahead and fasten off. We'll be completely finished with this color. And then if you will, go ahead and fasten on. Sorry, I was trying to get that stitch. Your next color, and we are actually going to return to the color number 1. So for me, after I finish doing single crochets all the way down this row with this black, I'm going to fasten off and I'm going to attach my buff again. So go ahead and pause the video, and I will meet back up with you after you've finished your row of single crochets in your number 9 color and you've attached your number 1 color back on. You can go ahead and chain 3 because we will be working half double crochets on that row. And I will meet up with you there. We have completed row 190 by adding single crochet stitches all the way across using the color number 9. And you should have already fastened that color off and added color number 1 back on and chain 3. That chain 3 will count as our first half double crochet, and it will count as our turning chain. And so we are going to work a half double crochet into the very next stitch. And a half double crochet into each stitch all the way across row 91. And I've noticed the closer I get to the camera, it gets a little bit blurry. There we go. And we're just going to continue working half double crochets all the way across this row. And this is the pattern that we will end up having. So go ahead and continue working all the way across row 191, working half double crochets. When you get to the end of this row, you're going to go ahead and fasten off. And let me work just a couple of these half double crochets, and then I will tell you what new color we're going to add or join. and how many chains to make for that beginning stitch. I know it's going to be a chain 3 because we will be doing half double crochets on that row. All right, that looks really pretty. And of course, I'm back away from the camera, so there we go. Okay, so the next color that we are going to introduce is color number 7. And this color again was chosen by Roseanne, and it's going to be Real Teal. And I'm just going to double check my notes. I had them a little ways away from me, so let's see. Yes, Roseanne chose that color, and that is the Real Teal. So we're going to go ahead after we finish doing half double crochets all the way across the row with this number 1 color, and we're going to fasten off. We're going to join with our number 7 color, and then we will chain 3 and we'll be ready to start. So go ahead and pause the video and I will meet up with you when you get to that point. We have completed now row 191, working our half double crochets all the way across. And now for the next 4 rows, which will be rows 192 through 195, we're going to repeat what we just did on the last 4 rows. In other words, for rows 192 and 193, we're going to work 2 rows of half double crochet in our number 7 color. And then for row 194, we're going to work a row of single crochet in our number 8 color, because that is the second color that Roseanne chose. And then we're going to come back and work row 195 in the number 7 color. Okay, now this is all of the yarn that I have left in my number 7 teal color, and it's very important that I have some for the border. So I am going to have to pick another color to use for rows 192, 193, and 195 so that I can have this last little bit of teal for the border. So what I've done is I've stayed with blue, the blue family, and I am just going to use the navy blue yarn that I had. That was my number 10 color. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone was aware of that change up I have to do in order to ensure that I have enough in the teal color for the border. Okay? All right. So we are going to go ahead. You know, as I said before we pause the video, to go ahead and chain 3. That counts as our first half double crochet and our turning chain. And then we're going to go right into the very next stitch and work a half double crochet. And we're going to work half double crochets all the way down this row and the next row. And then we're going to change our color and go to our number 8 color. For me, that will be yellow. And we're going to work a row of single crochets, and then we will come back and work 1 more row of half double crochet with our number 7 color. So go ahead and work the next 4 rows, and I will join up with you when you get there. So we have completed rows 192 through 195, doing 2 rows of color number 7 by 2 rows of half double crochet, and then 1 row in color number 8 as a single crochet, and then 1 row in color number 7 as a half double crochet. So now we're going to start row 196, and we are going to join color number 11. This was chosen by Anvita, and on my chart, color number 11 is white. And so if you need to pause the video a minute to get your color joined on, go ahead and do so. Once you do, go ahead and chain 2. That chain 2 will count as our first single crochet and our turning chain, and then we're going to go right into the very next stitch, and we are going to work a single crochet, and then we are going to do a single crochet all the way across the row. So go ahead and continue all the way down row 196, working single crochets. And when you get to the end, you're going to go ahead and fasten off, and then you're going to go ahead and join your next color. And that color was chosen by Bree, and she chose color number 12. So you will go ahead and join your next color and chain 3, and I will meet you there. So we have completed row 196 of working our single crochets, and we've gone ahead and attached the next color chosen by Bree, which is our color number 12, and in my case it's the purple. We have gone ahead and chain 3. That counts as the first half double crochet and our turning chain. So we're going to go right into the next stitch, and we're going to work a half double crochet, and we're going to work half double crochets all the way across this row. And then we're going to do the same thing for the next 2 rows. So we will have a total of 3 rows of half double crochets using this color number 12. And that will be row 197, 198, and row 199. So go ahead and pause the video, work the next 3 rows as half double crochet with this color number 12, and I will meet back up with you, and we will complete our very last row for the body of our Longmire blanket. We have completed rows 197 through 199, doing 3 rows of half double crochets, and we are down to the very last row. Perfect. You've done a great job. So if you have, you should have already joined the last color. This color was chosen by Jen Reeves, and it was colorway number 4. And for me, that was Carrot. And you want to join your color, chain 2. That will count as a single crochet in our turning chain. And then we are going to just simply go into the next stitch and work a single crochet and you've got it. We are going to work single crochets all the way across this very last row for row 200. And then this, my friends, will complete the body of our Longmire blanket. So go ahead and continue working down row 200, working single crochets in each and every stitch. And when you get to the very end, go ahead and fasten off, and I will meet back with you, and we will talk about what we're going to do when we come together for our next section, or segment, I guess I should say. All right, I'll meet you at the end of this row. Here we are. We have officially completed the Longmire blanket with the exception of the border. So great job, everyone. What a journey. What an adventure. Oh my goodness. Of course, as I said, it's not completely over because we still have to do the border, but the body of our Longmire blanket is done. So, oh my goodness. I cannot wait till I can put the collective video together of everybody's blanket, because I am so in love with mine. I have seen some of yours, and it is astounding how the same pattern has created an entirely almost different blanket just because of the colors. Speaking of colors, you guys did a phenomenal job of picking colors, because just look at how the top of my blanket looks. It just pops. It's just kind of got that whole wow factor, I think. I just absolutely love these colors. So, oh my goodness. Oh, how exciting. Well, this has been Funday Monday, section 30, the final completion of the body of the Longmire blanket. I cannot wait to come back and meet with you again next week and start the border. Oh my goodness. It will take us 3 weeks to complete the border, and that will also wrap up the Longmire series for us. And we will then begin to jump into our next series. So until next Monday, take care, be safe, be joyful, stay crafty in your own way, and make your own joyful creations. Bye, everyone.